got
about
the cape too.
Nah, the cape is wild.
The cape
Shout
is
out
wild.
The cape is wild, man.
Superman is in the building.
Dude came out of the cape. What's he supposed to call him? Dwight Howard with a cape.
They would have seen King of the Court over the dunk contest,
A
man.
one-on-one contest would be dope.
7-time All-Star for that organization, right?
4-time All-NBA first.
3-time Defensive Player of the Year in that jersey. Averaging the most blocks, rebounds, and points. If the Orlando Magic don't retire your jersey, nigga, I'm pulling up myself.
Welcome to the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim, with Dwight Howard.
Where we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil.
It is All-Star Weekend. Woo, the dunk contest, the three-point shootout, Sabrina versus Steph. Oh, man, we're going to talk about it all today. But before we get started, I need you to comment down below, like or subscribe to D12 Above the Rim. And if you do, hold up. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we got all the way from Australia, my man Dan Churchill, one of the best chefs to ever do it,
Yes,
the
sir.
GOAT. Then we got the DC, we got Snipe. He's in the building, and the coolest, the realest, Moo Real.
As we speak right now, we actually just got done watching the NBA All-Star game.
Yes.
You were not even just a participant. You didn't play in the dunk contest. You didn't pretty much did it all. Dwight, bro, what is going on with this current climate of All-Star game?
Of
bro?
All-Star game?
Everybody hate it for some reason. I don't know what the problem is.
I think everybody's expectation level is so off the roof now that when what they're watching, it don't excite them anymore.
It used
Like-
to be exciting though.
But it
But
was
is,
a first,
but you
though.
done watched it so much, and
You know
so
what I'm
now
saying?
you're used to it. You're used to seeing crazy dunks. You're used to seeing in the game them scoring 150, 160. Now they broke the record with 200
200,
points.
bro.
So now, like, we done seen it. What else is going to excite us from just watching all? Even though like they're playing crazy.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how big the All-Star is. So, like, you're from Australia.
Yeah,
Is All-Star Weekend or, like, the NBA All-Star Game, is that even a thing out there? Or is it more, like, soccer-based?
No, we pick it up, man. Like
Okay.
we pick it up. Like, you know, a lot of our major sporting broadcasters 100% pick it up. But I would say that in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
we've seen more Australians playing the NBA than ever before. So it's definitely been like a trickle effect of that.
Who's the best Australian player of all time? I'm gonna put him on some ice.
Oh, best of all time.
Yeah. Who's the Australian guy that you like, man, he came to the NBA and kind of made a name for
Jersey
us?
move, Kyrie Irving.
Nah, you
He
can't.
ain't
Nah,
really
come
from
on, bro.
Australia.
I know
tell
he from
people that-
Australia, bro, but
Kyrie
that
tell
don't
people
count.
Australia.
That don't. Kobe
He
ain't
got
from
it in his
Italy, bro.
bio.
He from Philly.
But Kyrie say Australian living in America. He
Nah,
rep
bro.
Australia.
Shout
That
out
was-
Kyrie.
that-
Shout out to Kyrie.
Yeah,
There was
bro.
a point that
And he from
everyone was
Jersey.
saying
He
that was
literally
gonna
is an
happen.
Australian,
from Jersey.
but he plays for Team USA, bro.
But we can't
played for
use
Team
him
USA.
for this move. Come on, man.
Kyrie plays for Team
But
USA,
that's
bro.
what he rep.
He played for Team
I-
USA.
There was a
you're right,
chance.
but
There
we
was a
gotta
chance.
Is it Ben
give
Simmons?
us a.
I'd say, Ben Simmons first overall pick, but also we had Andrew Bogut. Andrew
was the number
Bogut,
one
Andrew
like,
Bogut,
he was number
wow,
one.
yeah,
And he
you
was
know?
tough coming out of college, and he got a couple chips with Golden State.
Yeah.
Like, so,
You
like,
got
it's,
Patty Mills.
yeah,
Patty
Let's not-
Patty Cole,
Patty's
bro.
cold.
Patty's
Patty Cole.
Cole. Let's not forget Luke Longley. He was part
Yes,
of
Longley.
Luke
Michael
Longley.
Jordan's there. Like, I think, it's actually really fun to watch Bogut. Bogut was the big man when, obviously the Golden State had their series. You go back to the Jordan era, you had Longley was the big man in that
Yeah.
one. So there's a lot of mirror there.
I mean, Ben Simmons, he probably was like the best raw talent coming into the league, hands down from Australia, maybe.
Especially like Chente Potente, like the last
Yeah.
4 or 5 years, the way that media's speculated things coming out of LSU,
Crazy.
dude, he was
Yeah, he was
100%.
huge.
Most media
Cold.
attention.
Cole. And now, the dunk contest, bro. People aren't surprised. Moo, you a dunker. For y'all who don't know, Jersey Moo has some of the craziest bounce before the knee injury, all right? We talking about,
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Vince mixed with
Ja.
Dominique Wilkins,
yeah.
right?
So like, dropping the shades is wild. I ain't gonna lie. Moo, what is the problem with the current dunk contest? Why are people saying take it out the entire weekend?
Man, it's like everyone that did every dunk you could see.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
And like Nate Robinson just said, the stars are afraid
To lose.
they afraid to mess up. He said
To
the
mess
other
up.
day.
Really?
I can see it, man. Bron, my GOAT, you know that. I know we'll never agree on that. But I'm just saying, like, when he decided to not do it, I do felt like it's no different than when your best player dives on the floor for a loose ball. It set the temperature for the team. When Bron like, yo, man, I'm gonna join the dunk contest, and he didn't do it, I didn't blame him for it, but I do feel like a lot of people looked at that like, that's Bron, bro. He owning something. Let me follow up with that type thing.
But do you think Bron is more of an in-game dunker or a dunk contest?
100% in-game dunker. The fact that Bron never played in a dunk contest, I feel like he shouldn't have because
he's not a
yeah.
dunk
I
contest
don't think
dunker.
LeBron would have put on a crazy dunk show. LeBron is a power dunking momentum dunker.
Yes,
He is not a Vince Carter.
He do got some like warm-up style,
For sure.
crazy dunks, but I think he's more of a in-game dunker
Yeah.
because he get the crowd behind him. As soon as he take off, everybody's up. Like he got so much.
You was saying
energy.
like the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Some players they need that adrenaline.
But I
Yeah,
feel
because
like
in
a
a
lot
dunk
of the-
contest, it's just you.
Yeah.
So unless you get you got to get the crowd on your side.
Yeah.
You got to do something to get the crowd standing or moving, so you can build some energy. Because remember, in games, everybody doing that anyway.
Yep.
So now you got to create that whole thing, and if you don't have no energy within, which is crazy, I know we sound,
Yeah.
but if you don't have no energy within, it's really hard to try to grasp it from the audience if they not with you.
So you won a dunk contest.
Mm-hmm.
Behind us, we got the kicks that you wore during the dunk contest.
Y'all see 'em.
Talk to us about
Wow.
what the audience or like what doesn't a normal fan know
You got the
about
cape, too.
Nah, the cape is wild.
The cape
Shout
is
out,
wild.
Moon. The cape is wild, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah. We got the Moo Real cape.
The real cape is locked up, by the way.
Yes.
The real
Thank
cape
you,
you can't
Moo. I
touch.
thought he wouldn't have got the real cape.
But like, what doesn't like the audience know? 99% of us will never perform in an NBA slam dunk contest. What's going on through your mind? Is it nerves? Is it like it's 50,000 people staring at you and only you? What's that process like going to dunk contest?
I was so hyped.
Yeah.
Because I had practiced for like 3 years for all my dunks to make sure I had every single one perfect. The last one was actually the Superman dunk. So that was the last one that I had gotten out of the 3 years before the dunk contest. So I was doing these dunks at gyms. Like I was traveling, asking people, what do you think about this dunk? And people was liking it. So
You
I was
hit
like,
NBA guys or just like fans? or
just
people
random
that- yeah,
fans like I
that's
would
dope.
see at the gym while I'm working out. And they'll be like, yo, if you get in a dunk contest, you got to do this.
Imagine being at LA Fitness and Dwight just in there doing double windmills. Hey, what you think about this? It's hard, bro. Like,
That's
crazy.
what was happening. I was getting my dunk ideas from a lot of people that I was just,
Yup.
seeing playing at the gym. And then the Superman dunk actually came from my Orlando Magic teammates. They were the ones that actually said, you should put a sticker or a piece of tape at the free throw line or right after the free throw line, take off and somebody throw it, and you just jump and dunk it. And the first time I practiced it, no lie, was the same as how we did it in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
The same as that way.
Who was your favorite in-game dunker of all time? In-game.
Stromile Swift might be number one.
You are talking about the person who's got the most dunks all time.
Okay.
Yeah, like right here, this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
You got the most amount of dunks all
I
time.
think I'm the
NBA.
best in-game dunker.
But you know what's crazy? They made a list, like, who's the best dunkers. They had you, like, 13. I'm like, how you got 13?
But see,
Maybe, because maybe a lot
I
of those dunks was
understand.
just like some.
I
you feel me?
understand why they would say that because
Yeah.
I'm not in-game doing windmills.
Right.
Even
Like
though
the
I
shit-
have done stuff close to it, but like,
The stuff that Vince was doing was crazy.
yeah, like he's in-game.
Blake Griffin,
Yeah,
Jason
oh my
Richardson, like
God.
them dudes was doing. Like Dwight got some bodies, but like I'm pretty sure a lot of those dunks, you down low, probably a nice little spin move, boom. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I'm guessing they went for the guys like the JRs that be just doing some.
all
crazy
that crazy stuff. So yeah, I understand. I'm not. I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah,
Because I'm not one of those. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of different crazy dunks in the game.
yeah.
In a dunk contest, or if we just in the gym, I'm gonna do some stuff and be like, how? Like I remember one day, me and my teammates, we were in California, and they had this goal that was probably like almost 13 feet.
Why was it up there? Who put it up there, bro?
It was just hanging up there.
That's crazy.
And they was like, big fella, see if you can touch it.
Yeah.
I went up there and got it.
That's crazy.
13 feet.
It was crazy.
Easy.
It wasn't easy, but it was crazy. And then in Charlotte, I don't know if you've been in their arenas.
Never.
So at the bottom, they have these highlights. And every time I come in there, I go and tap it. And my teammates be like, like, how you do that?
What's one of the best dunk contests?
One of the best dunk contests.
I know mine. Moo, you
I'ma
know
go with
mine.
Zach LaVine.
Yes, sir.
It was
that's
Aaron
mine, too.
Gordon, right?
Aaron Gordon, 2016, right?
That's the best ever
Yes.
to me.
That was the best dunk contest I've ever seen in my
and
life.
it was after like a drought.
I know a lot of people like that
Yeah.
Vince contest, that like that Vince, Tracy McGrady.
That was cool, but
that's
this was
the-
on
you know
a
what I'm
different
saying?
level.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
This was crazy. Like, Zach was going, but I think AG got robbed.
No, there's no way. You can't tell me you can go between the legs and windmill from the free throw line, bro, and say you shouldn't have won. Like
What was Aaron Gordon doing?
he was doing some crazy stuff too.
doing crazy
But listen, bro, people do windmills and get 50s from like,
The dot.
key.
The key.
bro, he windmilled from the free throw line. You can get a 10 from a free throw line. You got a 10 from a free throw line dunk alone. He
I agree.
windmilled it, bro.
I agree.
And didn't
that is
rim-
cold. Bro. That is cold.
But it's crazy. They was putting up the NBA was like best dunk contest ever, and and Nate Robinson commented like, "How do y'all fail to not include the 3-time dunk contest champion?"
His dunk
He
was
won 3 in a
fire.
row, right?
Yeah, you got 3 in a
I
row.
don't know about 3 in a row. But
He got 3 in a row.
Me and him went at one. No, he didn't. He
He didn't
wasn't
win.
in it.
You won the one that that he was in.
I think
when he
Nate
jumped
won. Nate
over
got
you.
3.
He got
Yeah,
3.
he jumped over me.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that? Like, they should include him? He got the most.
It
He
depends
should.
on but it depends
It's just
on
like the best in game dunkers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's like our best dunkers in the NBA. Will you say that Nate Robinson is one of the best dunkers in the NBA?
I think he only got like 3 in-game dunks in his career.
But he got 3 dunk contest champions. So would you like? That's
They're
what I'm
almost
saying.
different. They're almost different. I think it's funny you say about. We look back on some of these people who've won, particularly the last 10 years, a bit different. But like, I found that you've got people who have probably a little bit more time to focus and get get their limelight as they deserve in this contest because other people have either done it, been there, need the time off to like chill and focus on other things, or it's just not what they need anymore. Some of these guys, like, respectfully, as awesome as they are and this is coming
No,
from
no,
like
for sure,
a
for sure.
white dude, 5'11",
Yeah.
who can't shoot the ball. Like, I'd be straight up. But like, I find it interesting to see that, okay, these guys, like, this is their time to shine, but they won't ever do it in a game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's how it is. Like we said, Nate Robinson, he's one of the most freakish athletes I've ever seen in my life, but it's not too many opportunities that present itself for him to get dunks in the game. Yeah. Unless he's on a fast break opportunity to catch somebody lacking. It's very seldomly somebody
he
5'9",
get it.
5'10" can actually get it off.
So how do you think he was able to get in the competition?
Because, all right, for example,
Well, what is that
you know
process
who
like?
got bounced on a team. He might not be able to get off in the game, but you know
That's
what
true,
he do. So
but-
word of mouth or just, you know what I'm saying, talking to commissioners or whatever, he can get in there.
What
And
is
shot
it was a
factor,
great
too.
idea.
It's
I
real
think it was a
TV.
great idea.
So what can they change?
They gotta change. I think they gotta add dunkers that is not in the NBA.
You think that, but you think the NBA will be okay with giving people such a large platform that's not a part of them?
Well, I think it'll be smart because now you're partnering with an outside source that's going to bring so much attention back to you guys. Just think about it. Now, if they add in some dunkers from across the world, like the best dunkers, they have 3 versus the best NBA dunkers. Now it's a competition. Now the people from where they from in these different countries, now their whole country is watching.
It's true.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that makes
saying?
sense.
So now, let's say you got an Australian guy that's the best dunker from Australia ever.
Yep.
Now, who's tuned into this dunk contest?
The whole country.
The whole country. Why? Because somebody's representing them.
Absolutely.
And if he win, he's come back and it's like,
And I feel like
He's the
NBA
man.
players shouldn't even be mad, bro, because they're not even trying to get in. NBA players not even trying to get in there at this point. So if it was 3 spots taken and now it's only 3 spots left, they shouldn't even be mad, bro. Because we get to the point
Dude.
now where, like, No disrespect to nobody else in the dunk contest. The common fan don't even know who dunking, bro.
Yeah.
I'm being.
You right.
You don't watch too much basketball, right?
I watch basketball,
Okay.
but I'm the same. Like
Okay.
I don't know many of these guys compared to the other guys.
Nick is does everything from camera to sound. Nick, he like, yo, I don't watch too much basketball. I guarantee you, if Nick is watching that dunk contest, he like, Shai, who was that? Okay, bet, who was that? Okay, who was that?
He probably wouldn't know.
He wouldn't know.
Understood.
Donor days were like Dominique Wilkins and Jordan or
Kobe won it.
bro. We got
It
Zion
was a
in the league
different
right
era,
now. We
though.
got Ja in the league right now. We got Russell Westbrook in the league right now. They're not gonna do it.
What's the process to get in the dunk contest?
Well,
Like, do you have to be nominated, or you
yeah,
can?
I think you got to be nominated, or you can tell people there. They might ask you if you want to do it.
So essentially, is that what happened to you? Someone said, "Hey,
Yeah.
okay, cool."
And so I did it after that. But it's very tough. I'm telling you, a lot of people are mostly in-game dunkers.
Yeah.
When you trying to do the dunk contest, it's totally different. It's like the whole world is watching you shoot a free throw, but it's a dunk.
That's a lot of pressure. No, it's a lot of pressure for sure. Nah, for sure.
And you got to jump. You got to have everybody's attention, because if you go while they not looking,
Yeah. They ain't even see the. Yeah.
then they didn't see what you did. So it's like,
Fans were saying I like to see a 3-on-3 or 1-on-1 contest rather than
the king of the court. They
You
want to
know
see a
what?
king of the court over the dunk contest,
a
man.
one-on-one contest would be dope,
A king of the court would be fire.
because now you get to see who can really play one-on-one.
Like you get a Kyrie, a Dame.
Everybody
that
playing.
would open some stuff.
Yeah,
up.
that'd
And
be
so
tough.
you can have 3 rounds.
that would be tough though.
You
That'd
can
be
start
hard.
it on Friday night, Saturday night, and the final round is
Would the guys play? Would they play?
if you put some money
People
on
will
it. For
watch
sure.
it too.
I mean, if you put money for the dunk contest, I feel like they're dunk.
people will
If
watch
you put
it. though.
money on the one-on-one, it probably go harder than
Think
dunk.
about
You'll
how
get
many
more
times-
stars in one-on-one than dunk.
That's
Nah,
what I'm
'cause
saying.
Like you say, people don't want to lose.
But
When
think
a lot of
about-
people don't
That's
wanna
why
lose.
they'll play, because they gonna want to show everybody
Yeah.
why they
Think
the
about
best.
all the damn tournaments, the 1-on-1 tournaments that was going like
Yeah.
viral.
But they
People
play
were going-
all summer.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing ones.
Yeah.
So why not? Like, I promise you, if everybody got a chance to see
The fans get
King
to
of the
vote who they
Hill,
want to see.
That'd be tough.
everybody gonna want to play.
Yeah.
Then now you'll see the different skill levels of all the players.
Yeah, I'd pay to see like a Kyrie against like a Jalen Brunson. Like that'd be something crazy.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like man. And
All
speaking-
these
speaking of-
matchups will go hard, but yeah.
Speaking of Jalen Brunson and Kyrie Irving, we had some snubs that did not make it to the All-Star game, which is kind of crazy. I'm gonna name off a few players who normally in this competition or normally in this game
But
was
they
not.
wasn't here.
Jimmy Butler wasn't able to make it. Sabonis.
He been killing.
Yup.
Wait, are you saying that Brunson shouldn't have made it ahead of these guys?
No. Brunson deserved his spot. I'm just
Chance.
naming like a lot of
Cool.
household
Just want
names.
clarity.
that-
As a Knicks
did.
guy,
Yeah.
just want clarity.
Absolutely. De'Aaron Fox, Trey Young, he made it because somebody
Somebody
got
got
injured,
hurt.
right?
Okay.
So James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, and Şengün. Now, for the record, De'Aaron Fox averaging 27 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Trey Young, 26 points, 11 assists. Şengün is averaging 21 and 9. James Harden is averaging 17, 5 and 8 assists. And DeMar DeRozan is killing out there in Chicago. So
It's
I know
just-
everybody can't make it, but man,
I think they got to add some more stuff to the All-Star game.
yeah.
Or have 2 games.
2 games would be crazy, though.
Man, they got to do the one-on-one thing. They got to bring some more excitement.
2009, you got the most votes ever, right? And you was eight consecutive All-Stars. So your first year that you didn't make it, did you think that you should have made it?
That's a good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
It was Houston, like 15.
No, the
8
first
points.
year I didn't.
The first year you didn't make it. What
No,
was
I
your
didn't.
thoughts? 8 in a row.
I felt like
That's when they changed
I
the
probably
voting,
needed
too.
to do a little bit more to get that spot. I think my second year is when I really caught on.
What classifies a real snub, because they brought the East versus West back
Yep.
again, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of my favorite players, Darren Williams. He only got 3. I
Hey, my bad. I ain't mean.
think. Hey, chill out, bro.
Nah, bro.
Hold
I'm laughing because Moose loves some Darren Williams. That's why I was
Hey,
laughing.
chill,
Moose loves some Darren Williams.
He only got 3, but he
Yeah.
was going nuts
He
in
got
Utah.
was
three,
cold.
He got 3 All-Stars,
All-Stars,
right?
but they were saying like in the West it's so competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much talent. The talent pool is crazy.
Do you
So now
think in
you
the
got
West versus the East is easier?
no, I don't think so because you got so many players from the East that's real talented. It's just for some reason, like it seemed like the West seemed like it's been the stronger side of the NBA.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
100%. Yeah, for a long time. I mean, that's why they was knocking a lot of Eastern teams. Even when
But-
you made it to the finals, they
But
were saying the
remember,
East was
before
weak.
that, it was Jordan.
True.
And he's from the East.
What team was that? The Kings.
So they was
we
running
talking
for a
about
while,
earlier?
but then it went to the West.
Yep.
But it's always been a West Coast thing. And
Yeah,
then
'cause-
you got Boston.
Cause they were saying something like, was it the Kings that they were saying that they actually got more wins this year, and they're lower in
Yeah.
terms of the standings.
It's tough.
The
That's how
Kings.
good the West is.
The Kings, right?
Yeah, that shit crazy. They got more wins than they did last year, and they was like
6 versus 2nd last year.
Yeah, that shit crazy in the West, the Wild West.
The Wild West.
Speaking of snubs, right? Take a listen. These are some of the best players to never make an All-Star team. So the names I'm about to name you right now has never been an All-Star
Ever.
in their entire career,
Ever.
which is insane. When I say these names, bro, you gonna think I'm crazy. Rudy Gay, which to me is insane. My favorite player coming up was Gilbert and Chris Paul. Those Clippers versus Memphis Grizzlies games was so crazy. Rudy Gay was cold.
So Rudy Gay,
He was in that West.
what year?
One of them Grizzlies years. I don't give a damn. You pick. You can blindfold me. Pick a year. Rudy Gay could have been in there, right? Ron Harper, Richard Jefferson, Lamar Odom,
That's shocking.
Lou Williams, Al Jefferson, and Jamal Crawford.
And Monte.
Yeah, and how can I
Monte
forget
Ellis.
Monte Ellis averaging
Oh,
25 points per game and won NBA Most Improved Player, so that was fire. But he never been an All-Star. None of them guys ever been an All-Star in their career. That's insane.
That is crazy.
I don't
Monte
know how I forgot
Ellis,
about Monte.
Rudy Gay, Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom should have definitely had an All-Star game under his
Lou
belt.
Will was leading the team and scoring off the bench, bro.
Off the bench.
Like, bro, put him in. Like, he.
But it's so who was he on the West, right?
It's
The
tough, yeah.
It's so tough because you got so many stars, and then when they changed the voting system, it kind of made it worse.
What did
Like positional.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's just forwards now and guards. There's no centers no more on the ballot.
Yeah.
So it's just forwards and guards. And now a center is competing with small forwards,
Yep.
power forwards, and it could be tough.
do you get a designated center still per game? Like, is it still?
I think it's two.
Two.
I think you get 2 centers.
And that's crazy to me because you look at somebody like Dame, who literally just won a 3-point shootout and All-Star MVP. The first half of his career, he had to fight to get into
He
this
did.
game. Now
He
he's
did.
winning MVP. He like, yo, he talking to the media like, bro, I ain't gonna keep getting snubbed, bro. What's going on? And I felt him on that because he was killing for Portland.
He was.
It might have not been like contending, but he was killing, and now he finally got the just due. Now look,
And
now he
killed-
All-Star
he killed
MVP.
in the 3-point contest.
What you think about the 3-point contest?
I liked it.
That was tough.
It was very tough. And then, shout out to Karl Anthony Towns as a big man. He did a great
Jersey.
job.
He won one. 2021, he
won.
won one.
But dang, man,
Hey, listen. Let me know if I'm tweaking. Right, it's a hot take. If Steph Curry did not play, and if there was no Steph Curry, I'm serious. I know that's a huge if. Like, if there was no
Wow.
Steph Curry, we would consider Damian Lillard the best shooter ever.
I mean, look at games tonight. So, like,
The
that's
shots
a
that
tough
he
one.
makes from the range that he makes.
Who you
as
throwing it to?
Bro, he
Who you
shoot
throwing it to for a 3? Dame or Steph Curry to win the game?
game winner. I'm taking Dame.
over Steph.
I promise you I am. Now you can disagree, but you can't say I'm crazy.
Who you taking?
I'm not saying you
Yeah.
crazy. If the game on the line, who I'm going with?
I just seen Dame do it so many times.
He has. Steph done it too.
For sure,
what
but
I'm
it's
saying.
I just seen Dame do it. I can't get the Paul George step back out of my
So
head,
you
bro.
saying if Steph wasn't Steph, and it was just Damian?
I know Klay
Damian
Thompson
be the
exists.
best shooter?
I know these guys like Reggie Miller exist, but I'm telling you, Ray Allen, the degree. You gotta understand, right? It's the difference between being able to catch and shoot and being able to create your own shot. That's what separated Steph Curry from Ray Allen in the beginning. catch and shoot is just a form of shooting the ball. Damian Lillard can catch and shoot as well. But the fact that he can also create off the dribble and shoot with the difficulty that he shoots with.
Yeah.
Third quarter, you tired as hell. He pulling from the logo. That's extremely hard. And he's shooting 36% from 40 feet. That is insane, bro. Dudes don't shoot 36% tiptoeing the line. He's shooting that from 40. I would assume that he will be looked at as one of the greatest shooters ever, or the greatest shooters ever, if it wasn't for Steph.
So even with Steph being there, is he the second greatest shooter?
If you asking me, I'm saying yes. That's a hot take, but Steph does what Dame does is at a higher clip. They're the only two players to ever do that. Top five. Simple. Shooters. Top five. Steph, Dame. I'm going Ray, Reggie, and 5. I'm going Clay.
Nash?
No, not
Shout
Nash.
out Nash. Shout out Nash.
Shout out to
It's
Nash.
a lot. It's about a lot of it got to do with volume too.
Okay.
They shoot a lot of threes to get that. They shooting 40%, 39%.
All your shooters black, man.
Huh? Shout out Kyle Korver. Shout out Kyle Korver, but you gotta understand.
They started shooting.
The problem is though, and Dwight, you can attest to this, bro. Now we in the league where you shooting. Steph have games where you got 21 3-point attempts. So when these guys were playing in the league, like a Kyle Korver was playing in the league, where if 10 was crazy, if you took 10 threes,
But
you was on
he
one.
wasn't getting a chance to shoot that many.
That's
Steph
true.
got the ultra green light.
That's true. But he was playing in the league where if you got 10 threes, if you shot 10 threes in the game, bro, you was on one.
Speaking of 3-point, I seen you do one of your first 3-point shootouts last year in Taiwan.
Yeah, that was my first one.
How did it feel doing it?
How'd it go? You can actually shoot, bro. I was
I actually
surprised.
did pretty good, but I think I shot my clip in practice.
Got him up.
I was getting so much shots.
You shot that shit crazy, like 1,000 shots before that.
Yeah,
shit.
like I'm going
Wrist
crazy.
bleeding.
No, I was like,
I gotta win this. Like
He was
I'm really locked in. Like I'm dreaming about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the gym. I'm just watching myself shoot, like each spot. And then when I got out there, I wasn't going fast enough.
Yep.
Because it was my first time. So I made 15.
That ain't bad.
Let's watch it.
Only in Taiwan will you see Dwight Howard in a three-point competition. It is quiet. You can hear it. That was amazing.
Dwight, hold on to a 4 here. There we go. 5,
On the top, he's taking
6,
his time.
taking his time. 7.
Okay, let's get to 10. Let's
Here we
get to
go.
10. All right, that
Here we go.
squiggles in.
Deep one.
Oh, no. Round it up. All right.
Well, Dwight Howard participating in a 3-point shooting competition, folks. You see.
I didn't even make it all the way around.
Oh, because you ain't fast enough.
I wasn't going
Is it the same amount of
fast
time?
enough.
Is it the same amount of time?
It was a minute.
That's kind of crazy.
It was a minute and 10 seconds, I think.
I think that's underrated in the 3-point shootout. Nobody really think about the pace.
It up. This is not as
How many
quick
did
as-
he hit?
He had 15.
The form not that bad, man.
He had 15. The middle rack was the big
I
rack.
should have
And
did-
we're
I
going to
should
go to
have did better.
Shaq for his analysis.
They do like money balls over there too.
Yeah. This is in Taiwan, and
All right, well, this is when it
before
starts.
this, they never had an All-Star game. No, and I went and asked my
Did he finish though?
Boom.
Finish the.
I do not believe that he finished.
Okay, because I was like,
But listen, he had 15. Kevin Herter had 8.
You made more than Kevin Hurt.
but that's the NBA range. That's not NBA. That's overseas three.
What was the record, 22?
Aha!
So overseas is a different 3.
Yeah.
Shaq, your take on what we just witnessed?
No, not bad.
Yeah, man.
Looked pretty good. Nice form.
That wasn't Superman.
Why did he just do the Kermit meme of like drinking tea?
There's no tea in there, Shaq. Tell him.
Man had 14 points. I can't get 14 points. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't have G14 classification. So you got to understand, when I talk, I got the classification.
But 3-pointers not your classification.
The man's a better 3-point shooter than me, so unless we put up a record.
Challenging him?
Nah, hitting 15 is. I mean that's kind of impressive. Though.
I should have
You
did
say Shaq-
better, man.
He said, "Let's do it." Dwight versus Shaq in the 3-point shootout.
I definitely will win that one if
Who
it's just me and Shaq.
Who shot more threes out of you and Shaq?
In the regular games?
Yeah, no, in
In the regular NBA?
Yeah.
I think I did.
You shot about 100.
Remember you shot? Yeah,
I shot more than that.
More than 100.
I think
He
so.
shot 66% 1 year.
1 year I did shoot 66%.
Well, nah. The way you look at this crazy. So wait, you shot 66%. Was it like you only took how many attempts did you take though? Like 44?
I wish. I think it was only like 12.
Okay. No, that's out of pocket, bro. That's out of pocket.
But nah, see, that wasn't my role.
Yeah,
I
true.
played my role, and when I got a chance to shoot a three, I was able to knock it down. But if I do the All-Star three-point contest again or any three-point contest, I'll do way better this time because the last time.
Nobody really knows that Dwight Howard is actually a three-point sniper. I know we
I'm a
never see
sniper,
Dwight
though.
shoot threes
Nah,
during games.
I'm a sniper,
He actually
dog.
might be a better shooter than Russell Westbrook. I've seen Dwight for
No,
several years now
why
take
they do
20
Russ
shots
like
before
that?
games.
That's
And
I'm
LeBron's
sniping,
only
bro,
better
with
than
range.
shooting once he gets 2 blocks.
will
in
say
a
this,
game.
though, right?
So
So-
watch out because he's shooting 67%
Wait, hold on. They said
from threes.
LeBron said
67%.
67.
So the first time I ever seen Dwight hoop in real life, you was at Banneker High School, and you was just giving back. I don't even know what you was doing there. My little brother was going there at the time, and I'm like, you can't miss you, bro. I'm like, that's Dwight. So you started playing 5-on-5 open gym with the kids that was going there, and me and my brother play you. First of all, you're a cheater. You probably don't even remember this. You cheated. Dwight do not like to lose, bro. He cheated every game.
How
he
was
can
I
stay
cheating
home.
every
Oh,
game?
bro, you was calling fouls wide open, calling carries on kids that didn't even have a ball yet, but who gonna argue with you, bro? Yeah, it's your ball. The point is, bro, you was running point, shooting threes, and I'll never forget, me and my brother, we in the car, we going home, and it's quiet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He like, that nigga Dwight kind of nice. He was like, that nigga was hitting three. Like, why the fuck he? I'm like, bro, I doubt he can play like that in the league. How many players do you know that has the talent to do certain things, but just
Probably every single one.
damn?
Well, there is an exception.
Yeah.
What's the exception?
It's probably some that ain't, but I think everybody in the league got a skill, a crazy skill set.
Yeah, that's not being used.
That's not being used. So, like, for example, what's the guy in Golden State? The big.
The big at Golden State?
Yes.
Kuminga?
No.
Moody?
No.
Looney?
Yes, Kevon Looney.
Yeah, Kevon Looney. Yeah.
Just imagine if you seen him play in college, how
Yeah.
different he played and what his role is in the NBA.
Right.
So that'll show you right there, guys got different offensive skill sets. It's just when you're in the league, it's like, no, this is what we need for you to do,
Yeah.
and this is it. So you don't really get to see other people's bags. And then once you play them in open gym or something, you like,
damn, he tough.
and he really got some
You
game.
catch him at a Rico Hines, you like,
I'm
hey,
telling you,
hey,
you never
nice.
know. You never know. So, like, people might say, like, guys like Tony Snell.
Yeah.
You seen him play outside?
Never like an open gym type area.
Cold.
He's a pro.
Cold. If he ain't missing in the games, you think he missing in?
Yeah.
You think the NBA should have gave him that contract?
Yeah, I think I do, bro. That's out of pocket, bro.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, I feel like if it's a situation like his, he played the game 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So for people who don't know, he played the game 9 years. 10 years is what you would need to be able to get your pension, to be able to get like your health care, to be able to take care of your family. His situation was extremely different because he has a kid with disability, and I feel like he's 1 year removed from that. I still feel like he is of some value to a team. I ain't gonna say no names, but there's certain players that's taking roster spots, and they don't have no value at all. Let's keep it a beam. I feel like you can make a way, man.
He got two sons with autism. Someone said, but it would be expensive for the
Absolutely. And yeah, two kids. I'm sorry for misspeaking, but I definitely think that somebody should have given him that opportunity, even if it's not to play meaningful minutes, but even to just, he's been in the league 9 years. The league is young. He can definitely be a vet. Talk to some of the kids about whatever it takes of being a pro. He's been a pro 9 years. He know what it takes.
That's true.
But 9 years in the league is not easy. You know that, Dwight. So it's like he has some purpose, even if it's not getting buckets. So that's just my outlook, man. But you know, what you think?
Nah.
Okay. Now keep it a bean. Let me know.
Nah, no offense
Yeah.
to Tony and his situation.
Yep.
But not the way they're going about it. Like, I believe he should get it if it was quiet, like a situation where it's not. Because now you got all these other players that have played in the league probably saying, like,
hold up, y'all doing this so he can get his benefits. Like, what about us?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of guys going to be thinking that way,
Yeah.
even though that might be the wrong way to look at it. But I think he can provide value to a team. It's just I don't think they should promote it that way.
Yeah,
where
to
it's
make it look like
he's begging.
Yeah.
Like, please give me a job. You know, I'm finna do this. Now, for his kids' sake, I think it's a great thing for the NBA and stuff like that to rally around. But a lot of guys would feel like, as hoopers, the guys who played maybe 9 years and they looking for the same thing, like, hold up, how can he get it? You know, I've done just as much for the game. People can feel a certain type of way, but I didn't like how they had to have Charles Barkley. You know, come out and make a statement, pushing people and stuff like that, because now it puts pressure.
Kind of make it like a care case, like one of them things where you do like a charity case or something like that.
Yeah, and then, excuse me, you got so many different people, you know, pushing it. So now if it doesn't happen, now all these people are upset at the NBA because it's like they didn't decide to do something when it's in actuality the teams and the GMs' job to do that. So that'll be tough, man.
All-Star, after the All-Star break, MVP ladder.
Ooh,
man.
Jokic now that still leading Embiid is hurt.
He won't make the numbers to get back.
I'm going with Shai.
Me too. Hey, I ain't think we gonna see eye to eye on that one. I think Shai deserved that MVP, man.
Who you thought he was gonna say?
I don't know who he was gonna say. Ain't no telling. I thought he was gonna say Ant. You know, he an ATL guy. I thought he was gonna say Ant Edwards. They number one in the West right now.
Oh, that's a fact.
They number one in the West right now. Ant Edwards doing his thing. The only reason why I give it to Shai is because Ant Edwards got cat
monsters.
over
He
there.
got
You know what I'm
monsters.
saying? He got cat. He got Conley over there. He got them ones. Yo, Shai ain't got nothing but young boys, bro. Giddy, J-Dub, J-Will. So they got Jokic 1 right now.
No. Jokic is 1 right now on the ladder.
1, and then Shai 2.
Yeah.
And where's
he gonna get that? He leading the league.
Giannis.
He leading the league in steals.
Giannis is 4, but people said they think Giannis should be a little bit
higher.
higher.
That's what I'm saying. Giannis might be a little bit higher.
But right now, Shai's leading the league in steals, and he averaging 31. And they winning, bro.
I like what
with
Snipes
no
said,
vets.
He's got his whole young
they
team.
Winning like
it's a good point, man. He's got to lead.
So what are they, second in the West?
Second in the West.
For what he's doing for the team, the city, the franchise.
Yeah.
I like Shai this year. And if it wasn't Shai, if Embiid didn't hurt himself, Embiid.
71.
Which reminds me, it's crazy that Kobe didn't get MVP the year he dropped 81.
Kobe only got 1 MVP.
20 years, 1 MVP is crazy. I don't even.
1 year he averaged like 35.
I know, bro.
They gave it to Steve Nash.
They did Kobe wrong.
Steve
bro.
Nash averaged like 15 that year.
Bro. How many assists?
Probably like 9 or 10. No, the year you won assists, it was 10.
10.
Because Chris Paul almost had the same stat line, but he came in second that year.
It's so crazy. Like, so Kobe Bryant, 1-on-1 versus Kevin Durant. Who you got?
Hey, man. Hey. Move. Answer that, bro. Answer that.
Kobe. I'm going Kobe.
Kobe's so physical, though. I'm going to go Kobe,
Durant,
too.
skinny.
He's 7 feet.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but that's 7 foot.
I feel like 1-on-1 is such a mental game.
And
I'm going to go with
KD Cole?
Of course. But I think Kobe, who played 1-on-1 with no basketball for 3 hours, is a little bit more mentally tough than Kevin Durant. Excuse me for thinking that.
So you saying Tommy Shepard?
You feel me? Bro, anybody.
I don't think they know what Tommy Shepard is.
They don't watch Above the Rim. But listen, bro.
Above the Rim?
I seen Above the Rim.
So Tommy Shepard better than Kobe because he spent days.
But you see, he was better than the rest of the pack, right? He was out there hooping in jeans and a long sleeve. Hey, he was dressed like we dress right now, going crazy.
Tommy Shepard.
We had a crazy debate, and we got to talk about this, right? Because he brought it up. It wasn't me. We said, who would you pick right now between Tyrese Halliburton and who was it? And De'Aaron Fox. Now, I think Tyrese is having a better year, but if we're talking about in totality, this is a great debate. Who would you rather have, De'Aaron Fox or?
Okay, so their teams. What place is Sacramento?
I don't even know where Sacramento at. I can look.
What place is Indiana?
But why? But are you somebody who think that team success is equal to like individual success?
They both point guards.
Absolutely.
But like they said, Sacramento got more wins than last year. It's just the West is good, and they was good last year.
Indiana 6 in the East. They both in 6.
6 and 6.
So it's even a better debate now.
They
both at 6.
Pull the stats up.
Pull the stats. Okay, yeah. We got the stats. Shout out to Jersey Moo. Okay, so De'Aaron Fox is averaging 26.8 points a game. So that's 27. De'Aaron Fox averaging 27, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. Tyrese is averaging 22
and like
12, a steal, and 4 rebounds. So the rebounds is even. I think the difference is like
the assists.
The assists and points, though, because De'Aaron averaging 27 to Tyrese's 22. And
that's tough.
He has 12 assists to De'Aaron's 5.
That's tough. 12 assists
with 22 points.
That's over 40 points.
And he's
possibly
shooting
for your team.
And he's shooting 40% from 3.
So you see how good that is.
But De'Aaron at 37, so it's close, man. I think it depends on what do you like. You like a floor general, somebody who get the team involved, or you like a bucket getter?
Hallie going to get it.
Yeah.
But he making good plays.
He is.
And he get everybody involved. He got the energy. He got Pops on the sideline going crazy.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna go Halliburton, man. I'm sorry. And De'Aaron, my guy. I'm gonna go Tyrese. And maybe it's recency bias because he's been killing, bro.
One an All-Star, one not an All-Star.
I like Fox.
You like Fox?
I like Fox.
Okay.
He like Nick Van Exel.
Ever since Fox come into the league, like when he was drafted, I think he's kind of really helped. Like Sacramento is such a small town team. I feel watching him be the leader that he could be to bring something. I think he's done more to the Sacramento. That's why I'm going Fox.
And remember, Tyrese was playing for Sacramento.
He was.
Got traded for Sabonis. It went to Indy, right?
So who won that trade too?
I feel like it was a split because I feel like what Sabonis been able to do for Sacramento
is he wasn't doing it in. Well,
he wasn't doing it in Indy,
but not like he doing it.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And now what Tyrese is doing for Indy, that was probably the most fairest trade I seen when it first happened.
It was.
I thought Sacramento was out their damn mind. I'm like, yo, y'all just got him.
So you taking Fox?
I went Fox, bro.
And who you taking?
Tyrese.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
It's a tie. Okay.
What do y'all think at home, man? Listen, put in the comments.
Facts.
You're watching the greatest podcast ever, where we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. Put in the comments who you think will win one-on-one and
Who's a better player for their team? De'Aaron Fox
or Tyrese Halliburton. 2 great point guards. Shout out to both of them. You guys are doing amazing. I'm going with Fox. So he like the new age Nick Van Exel.
You said who won the trade. Speaking of the trades and who won, Jrue Holiday, the trade with the Bucks. Doc Rivers, new coach.
Ooh, Lord.
People said that
Doc,
the Celtics.
man.
Some people said the Celtics kind of stole that trade. People ain't know. What you think?
I think the Celtics got a great piece in Jrue Holiday. I think he's one of the sleeper point guards that people don't talk about as often.
I feel like they do now. They've been doing a better job.
They do now,
Yeah.
because they've seen it consistent for so many leagues, so many years. Like, he played defense. He a big guard. He can get points. He can post up, score. He can play defense. He can run a team. I think Boston won the trade.
Boston won the trade for sure.
It was unexpected too, cause
I don't think it was unexpected.
I don't know. They saw that
How?
Dame Giannis.
I understand you saying Dame and Giannis, but sometimes you don't need so much from your Robin.
You think
Or,
they going?
you know, Batman and Robin. You don't need the Robin to be.
You think they going anywhere? The Bucks?
Of course, they got Giannis.
Nah, with Doc, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro.
What's it been since he came in?
Hey, man, shout out.
What's his record?
Hey, I know he was 1-5. You won his first game. They poured water on him. They was excited. Shout out Doc. He got a chance to coach the All-Star game after only coaching 4 games.
That's crazy.
3 games. I don't know how much it was. It wasn't a lot. He coached the All-Star game and he got a bonus for it. Shout out to Doc.
Shout out to Doc Rivers.
Yo, firing Adrian Griffin in the middle of the season is insane.
It's crazy. What do you
think happened?
I have no idea, bro.
Do you think something? Did he say something?
Bro, what can you say that bad? like really, what can you say that bad?
Because they just let him go like that,
They-
and they
bro.
was second in the East.
Bro, they was top team in the East.
What do you think?
I don't know. Somebody was saying something earlier.
So somebody in this room said it was Giannis's ego. I ain't gonna say who it was.
Even if that's
The analysts were saying that the owner does not believe that coach, no matter what they finished, would take them to a championship. That's what he said. But now, whether you believe that or not,
the only problem I have with that is, okay, cool. If you feel like this guy can't take you to the championship, then whoever else coming through this door better be able to do it. You hired Doc, bro. Like
Doc got a championship. Yeah.
Woohoo! He got a championship. With
Dwight stopped the kick, bro. We gotta stop, bro. We gotta stop.
Don't have a
bro.
championship?
Yes, but you cannot let this dude ride his coattail of a championship he won 20 years ago, bro.
He played for Doc. He played for Doc though, so he knows.
Shout out Doc, man. I know.
I understand. All right. So at this present time, who would they choose? What other coaches are available?
Keep
right
the
now?
damn coach.
Okay,
Ain't nobody
besides
available
that,
yet.
But something had to happen. Something had to happen for them to get rid of the coach in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, crazy. I think at that time they was the number one team in the East at that time.
Yeah, they just booted him real quick.
Yeah,
for no reason. It seemed like no reason, to be honest.
I don't know one. And they wasn't losing games, but I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all don't feel like he can win you a championship, hey Doc, good luck, man. You
Boston won the trade.
100%.
They end up getting Chris Stepps.
Yep.
They got
that's his name, right?
Kristaps Porzingis.
Kristaps?
Yeah, Chris Stepps.
They got
who I think is, by the way, just so balanced.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they added the right pieces. They got a great point guard. Then they got the 2 guard, who's already there, Jaylen Brown. You got him and Tatum. Then they got
the highest scoring duo in the league.
White, Kobe White.
Yup, not Kobe White. It's Derek White.
Derek White.
Yep,
Kobe White is
for the
in
Bulls.
The Bulls. And he's having a good season too now.
Now I thought what they was gonna mess up was trading Grant Williams, but that ain't matter
Why do
either.
you think he's getting shipped around like this?
I don't know. But I do want to ask you this before we wrap up though. We said that Shai should be leading right now in MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So many GMs and coaches believe who you are in your 4th, 3rd year in the NBA is who you'll be. Shai's shown us. He went to the Clippers. He's drafted to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Left the Clippers, came to OKC, and now he's finally becoming a star.
Correct.
If I'm not mistaken, this is his 5th or 6th year in the NBA. Usually a team would have been gave up, or the league would have gave up on somebody like, okay.
Yeah.
Usually we see who you are in your 3rd year in the NBA, 4th maybe.
Well, sometimes you got guys that really have to be into the right type of situation.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, Shai, they've always seen his talent. They've always seen his skill set, but it wasn't until he was able to get in a situation where he could show his skill set. Then look at the team now.
Yep.
You have the Nuggets. You have Jokic. He was playing behind Nurkic until when they shipped Nurkic out. That's when everybody was able to see Jokic. So sometimes it's all about the opportunity that you get with a team, because if you don't get the opportunity, if you always on the bench.
Yep. So he's been in the league 6 years.
6 years. It's about time.
He was drafted in 2018. But I feel like, in retrospect, for me, I definitely feel like it's about time. But so many teams give up, or they believe like, all right, bro, it's been 5 years, bro.
That's
you ain't
a long time.
It is. In the NBA, 5 years, to wait on somebody to become an MVP for 3 to 4 years after you draft him, because he was selected 11th overall, right? So it's like one of those things where a lot of people don't wait to see that talent blossom. I feel like that's why Denver is one of the best teams in the league. When you look, Jamal Murray was injured so much in the beginning of his career. They never traded him.
That's
right?
true.
Michael Porter Jr. didn't even play a game damn near until his 3rd year.
Yeah, and
they never traded him. Jokic was a 2nd-round pick that they never even thought had the keys. They never got rid of. That is a team that is literally drafted and they allowed to develop without being hasty and traded.
You're right. But see, the window of playing is so short.
Yeah.
Until they came up with great chefs who really taught guys the importance of their health. Yeah. Because now guys are playing longer. They're in better shape. They're working smarter now and not harder.
Yep.
Because of what they eat, because of what they do. And then Just the fact that you see guys like Jokic, you see guys like Michael Porter who had a crazy injury. He went home, changed his diet up, changed everything around.
And look at him now. He's a champion. He's a champion. So,
you got something for us?
Yeah, I got something. Look. So I remember when all the Draymond stuff was going on, and you ain't want to speak on it. You said, respecting all of that. Draymond been coming out saying all the people who spoke on him was cowardly, especially knowing how that could affect what he does and different deals.
I agree with him. I agree. I think that when you're in a position where you could use your voice to either calm a situation or make more of it, choose the other route. This man has family. He has kids that he got to take care of. He has the way people see him. You don't ever want to be the person to try to change that just because of how you felt in a game. It's a game.
He said that. He said, Kevin, you questioning my character? Like,
in front of the
game
world.
Have anything to do with how I am
with
off the court?
anything. I feel like that was so wrong, of Kevin to do that to someone that he played with. I know sometimes we might say things in the heat of the moment out of emotions, but like you really got to be careful with that because
he said Nurkic flopped though. You think he flopped?
Flop or not, like
nah, I'm keeping it.
Or he really got hit.
Yeah,
he said if he ain't lay,
he
said if he ain't lay on the floor, I would have never gotten a suspension. But he laid on the floor.
But still, like he has a reputation on the court.
So
as a
refs,
type of player.
they referee him differently. They referee him to his reputation. That's just how it goes. Unfortunately, once you build that reputation, you get ref like that.
He didn't get picked for the
All-Star
Olympics.
game, the Olympic team.
So the Olympics, what you think?
Okay.
I think that I think now Olympics. I think it's other players that will have a better chance
of making the team.
I'm about to say, is current Draymond Green Olympic or All-Star or any of these things that he's saying? Draymond, like, bro, you're a legend. Your jersey will be retired, bro. You are one of the greatest defensive players of my generation. Currently, as we speak, bro, you wouldn't gonna make the team.
But to be on the list.
I mean,
they ain't put him on the list.
Okay, but why does
that's
it matter
understandable. It's so many other stars that they would probably put in front of him that does not take away his legacy because it's already cemented. But I believe that there's other power forwards / centers. Like, for example, if you got a chance to have Joel Embiid,
you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody who can play that defense and drop 70, or even Jaren Jackson Jr., any of these younger guys.
Who's going to stop Joel with the Olympic team? And he's playing with Bron, KD.
Nobody.
Steph.
Yeah, shout out Draymond, man. But I don't think that it had too much to do. Even if that situation don't happen, man, I mean, it's a lot of other people they would have probably gave those opportunities to.
Yeah.
You going to play with the Philippines?
You gonna change your nationality?
if they give you a chance?
You can't do it, though. We done already talked about it. If you've already played one Olympics with
you gotta stay there.
You gotta stay, so I can't do it. I come play in the Philippines for tournaments and stuff like that and represent the Philippines, which shout out to all my Filipino fans.
Yes, sir.
I love y'all. Y'all are the greatest.
I gotta come out there with you one time.
You would be great for the Philippines.
You would.
Because they got a height limit.
That's insane.
For the game,
They
for
do.
the basketball game.
What you mean by that?
You can't be over 6'9".
Oh, shit, I'm good. Yeah, hell yeah.
But they might change the rules though, because I've been trying to advocate for to get more players to come and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, I'm good. I make the cut. I'm straight.
You a hoop for real?
It's not a bad league though. It's tough out
He
there.
ain't coming to the Philippines. They was about to sign Moo, but they said he was too cool.
It's the shades, bro.
It's the shades. They was like, nah, he too cool. He too cool.
And speaking of basketball, of course, just recently, the Orlando Magic decided to retire Shaquille O'Neal's jersey. Let's clap it up for Shaquille O'Neal real quick. A quick little rundown. Shaquille O'Neal was drafted in 1992 by Orlando Magic, played 4 years, won Rookie of the Year, also took him to the finals in 1995. Man, talk about, Shaq and his legacy in Orlando. And was that like a lot for you to come in and kind of fill in the shoes that was there?
First, shout out to Shaq. Congratulations. That is a big honor. I think you got 3 of your jerseys retired.
Yup, and he's the first. I didn't even mention this. He's the first Orlando Magic to ever get his jersey retired, and right now he's the only.
Remember you said they got to retire someone at one point.
They have to retire a jersey. They did with Shaq. So shout out to Shaq. Congratulations. That is a great honor to have. Nobody will ever be able to touch number 32.
Yup.
Your jersey is forever the Raptors. Congratulations. I think it's an honor, man, to have your jersey retired. It just shows the impact that you've had, not only on the court, but in the community or with that certain fan base.
Yeah.
You know, so for Shaq to have that legacy in the rafters, every time you see it, you're going to go back and think about those days that he was there, even though it was kind of short.
Yeah, it was like 4 years. And what's crazy to me, it was 92. So, like, when he went out there and the fans was going crazy and they was having a good time, I'm like, a lot of these like young people, like, y'all probably wasn't even alive when Shaq was hooping for y'all. Like, a lot of y'all look like y'all was born in 98, 2000. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came there in 92, so it was like such a, at that time, you know, we was talking like Orlando was the newest team in the NBA. Yes. So it was like one of those things where I was like kind of surprised that, because people in our generation, my generation, me, you, Moo, probably yours as well, they remember Shaq from the Laker years.
That is correct.
Miami Heat years, even Cavalier years, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate them years, but I'm just saying, bro. Orlando, you have to get somebody who's either older or just like a historian of the game.
I agree. But again, Shaq is a legend.
Yeah.
I think for everything he did in basketball, Orlando, the team wanted to honor him for it.
Yep.
So even though it was a short period of time, and I think there's other players who deserve their.
Who you think? Who you think? Like, if you was to say some other players who probably wore that jersey, who should be up there next? T-Mac, man. Them Magic years with Mac was crazy. I love the Rocket years, but them Orlando years.
Oh, that's kind of tough.
Them Rocket years was crazy.
Yeah.
Them Rocket years was crazy.
Yeah.
What was it, like 9 points in 13 seconds?
I think it was something crazy like that.
16 seconds?
Yeah, it's crazy.
In the Rockets, that was wild, bruh. But him in Orlando, like, he was ascending to be that player.
So who you rocking with more, T-Mac or Penny for the number 1?
Oh, man, don't do me like that. Right, because they both were number 1.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to go Penny.
1 and 1.
I feel like you got to go Penny, bro. If it's between them two, you got to go Penny. I got the Penny 2s on right now, bro. You got to go Penny, bro.
But then what are you doing with T-Mac's jersey?
Hey, Houston, hang it up. Hang it up in Houston. You have to.
Oh, that's tough.
Imagine if that could actually be a thing where each owner could be like, okay, I'm going to do this one. You do that one, though.
Because if you got to choose between Mac, you got to think about what they did there. And even though T-Mac had some crazy offensive years, Penny took him to a chip as well with Shaq. He was on that team in 95.
So he deserved it more? Or
I wouldn't say he deserved it more.
Over?
I would just say he did more historical things wearing that uniform.
Okay.
His career was cut a little short because of injury as well, but I feel like, you know, what he meant to that Orlando team, I would go Penny.
So is this a dark horse player? The first player drafted? Nick Anderson?
So Nick Anderson, I don't even think he's a dark horse. He should definitely have his jersey retired.
You think so?
100%. Nick Anderson, first player
you
drafted.
Know who that is?
Nope.
But now look.
I looked them up, though. I looked them up, though. I seen it.
Some people say Nick Anderson was like the first star to ever play in that uniform.
In Orlando, yes.
So you kind of got to give him his flowers. You know, we all remember the 1996 series against the Chicago Bulls. We ain't got to talk about it, but still, you know.
So then it becomes popularity of whose jersey should be retired instead of really how is their impact enough for them to get their jersey retired as a player?
I feel like Nick Anderson's impact was huge. I feel like they don't get to that chip without him. And I feel like
with Shaq and Penny
and D. Scott. Shout out D. Scott.
Okay.
But I do feel like Nick Anderson was definitely, you know, one of those fundamental guys on that team. I feel like he should get his jersey. Not too many Magic players need a jersey retired. If you, I know you being humble, but you lead the Orlando Magic in points, rebounds, and blocks. You need your jersey retired, bro. You, Shaq, Nick Anderson, Penny Hardaway. I love Dennis Scott, but not the D3, right? Okay. I love T-Mac, but it can only be one number one.
Who you think they should have retired first?
You know my answer. I feel like Shaq was there for 4 years, and what he did was amazing. Because before Dwight came along, there was no Dwight Howard. Shaq was holding it down. They was only known for Disney World, bro. He put them on the map as far as basketball. But in my opinion, Dwight comes along, right? Beats a prime LeBron, goes to the championship, head-to-head with Kobe. They didn't win it. But I feel like what he was able to do with the cast he did it with, shout out Jameer Nelson, shout out Rashard Lewis, shout out Michael Petrie, shout out Turkaloo. But, like, bro, that was one of those teams where once in a blue moon, like a Dirk on the Mavs or AI for the Sixers, or even Bron back when he had, Daniel Gibson and Anthony Parker. You did one of the unspeakables, bro. In my opinion, I ain't being biased, but I think your jersey should have been retired first. But
I think they're doing it chronologically, though.
Right, that would make sense to me. That would make sense because if you're gonna start from somewhere, let's start from the beginning.
From the beginning. That's what I thought they was doing. I didn't think it was no disrespect.
So from the beginning, why wouldn't you do
Nick
Anderson?
Yeah. Maybe they don't feel like. I feel like his jersey should be retired. Maybe they don't feel like that.
What are his stats like? Back to your point, like you were talking about, is the person just more likable?
Yeah.
Or did he actually contribute more to the success?
Yes.
I feel like he contributed, but not to a level where you guys
get his jersey retired.
Yeah. If he wasn't to get his jersey retired, I wouldn't be outraged. But I feel like it should be up there because when you look around the league and you look in the rafters, it's a few guys where you're like, okay, come on, man.
So is KD going to get his jersey retired?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
By who?
Great question. Great question. OKC without a doubt, right?
Okay.
OKC without a doubt. And I'm gonna tell you what's a shocker, just because of culture. I'm telling you that Golden State will retire his jersey when it's all said and done. They will retire.
Okay. I was gonna say, what's the order though? Because you got Clay, maybe Steph, definitely.
They gotta retire Steph.
As a hooper, do it matter what order it happens? So, like, I know you asked me who should have got their jersey retired first. I think Dwight, but reality is
it don't matter.
It don't matter who do it first. Like, as long as they pay the I think that's what it's all about anyway. Just getting the respect of, I put a lot into this franchise, and thank y'all for hanging on my jersey. I don't really think it matter who do it first.
When someone asked, did you play against, like, who was the hardest player to play against, you said you never played against players. You played the people in the Raptors.
Yeah,
so
there was no
I know that
offense.
got to be an honor.
Yeah, it was no offense to the guys that I was playing against. Like, I'm not saying they not there, but I'm looking in the Raptors like, I want to be up there. That's who I'm playing against every night. And so, that's the greatest honor. You know what I'm saying? When your kids get older, they come to the gym and like, that's my dad.
Hey, Magic, make it happen,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
That's awesome.
Magic,
that's,
make it
that's
happen.
Hey,
I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. If the Orlando Magic don't retire your jersey, nigga, I'm pulling up myself. hey, bro, because how many All-Stars do you have in Orlando? 6?
7.
7. You're a 7-time All-Star.
8 total.
I'm talking about only for Magic. Because I'm talking about what you did in totality for that
7.
organization.
Yes.
7-time All-Star for that organization, right?
4-time first All-NBA first.
3-time Defensive Player of the Year in that jersey.
Only player ever.
Right? Mm-hmm. Averaging the most blocks, rebounds,
3-time blocks,
and points.
2-time
There is no conversation. It's all about win, bro.
I do think that'd be crazy.
That would, bro. I promise. That'd be the crazy. That'd be the hey, Orlando, bro. Don't do that, bro. That's nasty work, bro.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
You had people wearing Orlando Magic jerseys. For people who don't know, you were the most sponsored athlete in the entire league at one point in time.
In the Magic jersey.
How would you feel?
It only makes sense.
How would you feel if another team retired your jersey?
What team would that be?
I don't think another team would.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
The 30-30.
LA wouldn't, even though we won a championship, I wasn't there long enough.
You was there 3 years.
Houston wouldn't probably, nah.
Houston wouldn't.
LA, nah.
Retire his jersey in Taiwan.
Yeah.
I love you.
Most definitely got to retire my jersey.
Hey, Orlando, make sure y'all do the right thing, man.
All-Star weekend just ended.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. And what I liked about it is a lot of these guys have been doing it for a long time. Damian Lillard, he's been playing for a while.
Yeah.
LeBron, 21 years. right?
Yeah, 21 years. This is 20th
All-Star game. That's crazy. So, leading that up into the quote of the day.
Yep.
Health is wealth. The reason why LeBron is able to accumulate $1 billion is because his health. He has longevity. What you think?
That man been playing forever before I was born.
Yo, bro, they said, I think it was Scotty Barnes. They said when Scotty Barnes was born, LeBron was an all-star. Like LeBron's second year in the league, Scotty Barnes was born.
What year was he born?
I don't know. It had to be 2004.
I think he 20.
2000?
Yeah, no. If LeBron was an all-star 2004 because he was drafted 2003.
Oh, that's the year I went to the league.
Yep.
So, wow.
That's how long you been playing. Like I seen a clip. Like Jabari Smith went up to him like, "Yo, bro, you played against my dad."
It's 2 decades.
Like,
It's two decades.
Like he played against Darvin Ham. Like Darvin Ham was guarding him when he played for Detroit.
And he had the most votes.
He was the captain, bro.
That junk crazy.
I think it's crazy the amount of it shows because LeBron's so intentional with how he plays.
Yeah.
Because he puts so much money into his health.
Yes.
I don't know the number, we've seen it written up in articles, but he spends so much money on looking after his body, his mind, whether it be sleep, the team he has around him.
Yeah.
And you can see because after 2 decades, he's still playing
at a high level.
Impeccable league.
Yeah. That is so crazy to me. Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to all the All-Stars. Health is wealth. And since we're on that topic, Dan,
my guy,
you are a legend. He has a book, you guys, by the way. It's called Eating with a Legend. But he works with Thor. A lot of people may not notice. He's the guy that made Thor.
What do you mean by that? You work with Chris?
I work with Chris. So Chris has an app called
Yes.
Center, and I work on the app with that.
Damn.
But
that's my favorite Avenger, bro.
Yeah?
Let me get some. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
Thanos? How is Thanos, bro?
I'm Thanos.
You Thanos. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Say that.
Dude, it's talking about this, D, you're an athlete still working at a high level. You know what it's like to look after yourself. And I think all these guys and all the All-Stars, I'd be curious. You now have teams who are putting in resources nutritionally, but then aside from that, some of these players are getting their own chefs.
You have to.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious because when you're looking to get the extra 5%, as a chef, as a performance chef, I'm always looking to look after the extra 5%, recovery, what to eat. But these guys over this weekend, for example, the best of the best, how much are they putting into it?
I think that's the biggest part of the longevity in these athletes is who they choose to fix their food.
Right.
Because you want a chef that understands your body, understands the chemistry of your body, also understands food and what you need and what you don't need. And that's where I noticed the year where I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. Between my chef and my doctor, they came up with this great plan to make sure the food I had, the fruits I had, what time I ate, what time I had to go to sleep, everything was in line. And it really saved me, after that back injury, I was able to come back full force and win the championship. So by actually putting more into what I was eating, it afforded me a championship.
What was the typical diet? Because everybody always asking how exactly did you lose 30 pounds? What was the routine?
All right, so during the day, I could only have green apples.
During the day?
During the day.
Like from 9 to 5?
Yeah, what the day mean, bro?
Green apple McGee.
During the day, when the sun is up until about 7:30, 8. That's when I could eat a meal when the sun is about to go down.
That's crazy. How many?
Snipe wouldn't have lasted.
Nah, you can do it.
I mean, I'm sure I can, but it would have to be for a purpose. You
I
did it because you was in the league. That's the ultimate
No, I
goal.
did it because I had just came off an injury.
Yeah.
And I had gained 30 pounds off the injury. So I was like, I need to do something to get back in shape. and like push myself even harder. I needed something. I needed a goal. So before I started, I literally like planned out and drew out how I wanted my body.
Yeah.
Like from the outside, how it's gonna look, to like, you know, everything. We sat down with my doctor, and we went through that. And the chef was like, "What's my instructions?" And she got everything, and it worked.
So it was 1 meal a day?
It was 1 meal a day.
For 30 days?
30 days.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's crazy though. Like, yeah, I think there's the difference between someone providing, like taking you to water, and you actually drinking from that water, right? Like I've seen it. There's a lot of players or athletes at the highest level who do have the team around them, but they don't have the intrinsic motivation to actually action it.
Yeah.
Right. Like, in the day, the reason why you've been in it for so long, all these guys have been, they're dedicated to actually doing the little things right. And I see that's where you see the success in longevity. And anyone listening here, whether you're looking to be in the league or whatever, to be around for a long time is rare. But you got to be putting in that work mentally, right?
Yeah, you do. And I think it's also like a big sacrifice, because you want to eat everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Like everything you see, you like, man, I want to eat this and that. But it's like, no, like if I want to continue to play at a high level, I want my body to continue to look like this and stay in shape, I got to leave this stuff alone. And it's hard because you want it. Like, man, you just think about them McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A, all that stuff.
You ain't cheat at all?
You went from like candy bars.
You ain't cheat on the diet at all?
No.
Not even a day you got to.
No.
So how hard was it? Because you went from one of the worst diets to one of the best. Like, how hard was it?
Yeah, I talked to one of your chefs before, bro. He told me it was crazy. Yeah.
25
and
candy bars
I didn't
a
even know
day.
he was a chef. I just bumped into him. I'm in Vegas. I bumped into him. And he like a celebrity chef. Then I had to sit down and talk to him. And I was just like, yeah, bro, like, who have you work with? He said your name. I'm like, huh? Like, what was you whipping up for Dwight? Well, wasn't I whipping up for Dwight? Like, that's pretty much what he said. So I've heard it from the chefs, man.
25 candy bars a day, McDonald's,
You know what I'm saying?
before every game.
Who came out
I
with
don't
that?
know where they came with the numbers at, but I was eating a lot of honey buns. I will say that.
Honey bun warrior.
Man, what?
Honey buns do slap, though.
They slap. But I was crazy with the candy. I had a whole pantry, like a humongous pantry.
Didn't Skittles send you that pinball machine?
Yeah, you're
They did.
That's what I'm saying.
So I had every candy, all chocolates, all the like gummy worms, all the Skittles, like a real candy store.
Yeah.
And I would just go crazy every day. And then, I went to the doctor. I was actually with the Lakers, and they said, hey, you need to do a better job with your diet.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got to change this. And after that, it was no more.
Was it though? Like, because that's what I'm curious about. Because, like, for you, a young guy, to be like told change your diet, are you actually motivated, or is it like, okay, I'll keep it going, and then was the injury the impetus? Like,
Nah, they said you want to remain living.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, fair.
Because, it just slowly take a toll. Eating all the candy that I was eating.
Because a lot of fans were saying, like, why would you stop? You was playing at such a high level.
Yeah, he's balling it. Like,
I was,
level.
but that was more so my
Raw
work
talent?
ethic
Yeah.
and my talent. You know what I'm saying?
So imagine if you eat better, train right with that raw talent. It's like, no way you're worse off.
Yeah,
with that.
And it wasn't like I was eating so bad.
Yeah.
I was just consuming a lot. And I was playing a lot. So I was losing the weight. My body was staying lean, and it wasn't until I had to sit down for the back injury, that's when everything started to, so.
What's funny when it's like a delayed onset thing. Die at a young age, obviously, metabolism is at a higher rate. You're also burning so many calories every day.
Yes.
How many you play 2 to 3 games a week, regularly?
Do you feel the difference when you play and when you're eating a healthy diet?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you feel a difference.
Yeah, you can. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Yeah.
Your stomach be going nuts.
It don't even matter how much in shape you are. Like, I remember I was in like 4% body fat at one point, but I get tired fast.
4% body fat?
I was
man?
at 4%.
Let's go, bro.
I was at 4%.
Nah,
I'm telling you, I was at 4%.
You ain't going for it, bro?
I ain't going.
I was the most in shape on my team, and I used to get tired so fast. When I changed my diet, I felt like I could fly. Like,
you still have 4%?
Hell no.
When you went to your diet?
When I changed my diet, it was after some surgeries. So I was up there like probably 12 at that time.
See, I tried the whole 3%, 4%.
He was
5%.
at 3 before.
You were 3%? How heavy were you?
2020.
I was 265.
Damn.
4%.
See, that's why, hey, I'm not taking no charges, bro. If I'm in the league, I ain't going body to body. Like, what I look like going to body with somebody who's 6'10", 3% body fat, and he's 265, bro.
Scraping concrete,
like, that's why, hey, my guys like CP, Aaron Brooks, all my Isaiah Thomas, all my small guards out there, I commend y'all, bro, because y'all really playing with them guys. Take us home, 12.
Man, thank you guys for joining the world's greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim with Dwight Howard. We have gone global.
Yes, sir.
We have gone global.
All the way from Australia, like I said, we got Dan Churchill, the best chef ever. He cooked for Thor. Him and Thor go way back. I know I always say Thor, but that's Chris Hemsworth. For all the people who don't know, one of the greatest sculptured actors to ever live. And that's probably because of Dan Churchill.
100%.
Check his book out. It's out now in all locations. It's going crazy. We made some meals from it earlier. You guys get a chance to watch it. Also, we got Snipe.
Yes, sir.
Move Real.
Thank you for joining here, the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim with Dwight Howard, where we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil.
We're going to have more content for you guys soon. Peace and love.